Hey guys, this is my screencast of the lesson plan project. And we'll go ahead and get started looking at the three internet tools that I used in the implementation of my project. This is on the Age of Revolutions, and with this is specifically focusing on the American Revolution. So we get started. This is a Liberty sort of review, and for those who don't know, Liberty is like a series that shows sort of how America was founded, all leading up to the Revolution, and then shortly after it. So you get three options down here based off a question, which is again based off the series itself. But obviously the series and what I would teach in class goes hand in hand. This would give you an option of integrating the Liberty series into it. Maybe not even the whole thing, maybe just certain clips. I thought this was a good way of just broadly going over some of the stuff, and it has a map over here so you can get sort of the geography of where we're talking about exactly. Moving on, this is a simulator that will show the actual, some of the fights that sort of chronologically fall in place. Starts off at Lexington, then Concord, and then goes on throughout the entire American Revolution. To me, this is just a fun way of sort of putting students in a decision-making role. You have different options, and each option is obviously going to have a consequence to it. So you can attack. This is at Concord, and on the first one I lost, but here the British retreated, so you win. And so every decision is going to have a consequence, either good or bad. Based off the activity and the lesson, though, putting students in a decision-making role is pretty important. So that's why when I saw this, I really enjoyed it. So this is maybe something to do it towards the end of it after you've done a lot of work in class. The next one is pretty interactive. It's pretty cool. So it has the different eras of Revolution. So it could be before all the way till after. So we'll click on the war begins. This is 1775. So you enter and you can spin around the room and basically see exactly how the American Revolutionary War began. And so I thought this was pretty cool because it allows you to put yourself in these places and see some of these artifacts instead of just putting a picture on a PowerPoint. So if you're talking about the First Continental Congress for a minute, you could just click in this room and then click on this chair that was actually in there and read exactly what it was like in the First Continental Congress. So those three, it's pretty quick breakdown of them, but I thought they really really put everything in a perspective in terms of technology in this lesson. The implementation of the lesson I thought went pretty well. It was chronologically in order. It started with the Glorious Revolution or the English Civil War, went to the American Revolution, and then it was capped off with the French Revolution. So chronologically those are in order, but then also in the lesson, each one's going to feed into each other with the outcomes playing a factor into why the other revolution occurred anyway. So I think just the way that the lesson's set out, it's almost a foolproof plan going into a formative assessment in terms of the essay, because it's sort of hard to get lost in all of what's going on because of how it's set up. Some of the challenges I would say was finding good ways to implement technology into this. Ultimately I thought the museum was probably the best one, because it, like I said, allowed students to actually see exactly what was going on and different artifacts without, obviously being quite a way away from any American Revolution museum. So I think in the future that just getting more comfortable with implementing technology and sort of finding better ways to integrate it would be bit more beneficial to the students themselves. But overall, I thought the lesson went well, and I thought the students got a lot out of it, and definitely looking forward to adding more technology in the future. Thanks.